All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to the MLG offices in New York City. Axel Toss here, joined by Axlab, also joined by Ron, who's managing the pretty buttons on the little whatever they call those things over there, like the soundboard and
TriCaster.
TriCaster.
Well, there's actually like 18 things there.
Yeah.
There's like a
There's like
moderator
17 monitors.
Yeah.
Ron's in the chat too, so guys, say hi to Ron in the chat. Tell him he's awesome and doing a great job. Thanks to you guys in the chat for hanging out.
RAWN.
Yes.
RON.
Yeah. Of course. You kidding? Like awesome, except Ron.
Yes.
Like Rossum.
Yeah.
New nickname. There it is. Okay. Shout outs in the chat. Space Guy, good to see you. Pyrexiac, good to see you too.
So you know what?
Math Obsessed. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt your shout
No,
outs real quick.
you're good.
But I think let's show people the bracket and how teams got here again real quick.
Yes, I agree with that. What are we watching?
So we're watching the Euro Cup Series semifinals. Here's the playoffs bracket. Originally, there were 16 teams. 8 made the playoffs. They're competing for 5,000 euros in prizes. We are semifinal 1 between Mouse Sports and Dignitas. Semifinal number 2 between Fnatic and Na'Vi will be tomorrow, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Dude.
But right now, we're in Mouse Sports versus Dignitas. It's tied up 1-1 in a best of 5. Winner goes to the finals. Loser goes to the 3rd, 4th place match. You can see there at the bottom is another slot for that.
And to kind of recap, Hero Marine took out Select.
2-0.
Great 2-0. Pretty convincing, too.
Oh, yeah.
Look out for Hero Marine. If you're one of those guys who writes names down of who I'm going to bet on in the future or who's going to be good, now's that time where you write down Hero Marine because he looked very solid. It's the Axel Toss, approval or whatever you want to call it.
Seal.
The seal of approval for Hero Marine. And then Bling went on to take down Hope.
Yeah, and that was very convincing, too.
Yes.
Both games were 2-0 as well.
So can Hope bring it back?
So, yes, it sounds kind of confusing. You're just like, didn't Bling just take down Hope 2-0 and they're playing again? Yeah, so the way this works, and a lot of team leagues work this way, is each team can pick one player that gets to play twice.
Mm-hmm.
And so Dignitas picked Bling to play twice, and Mouse Sports picked Hope to play twice. It just so happens that they kind of lined up against each other both times. So we're seeing a rematch between Bling and Hope here.
And again, the team situation, we always have to remember the team situation because this is a team league. That's what's important. These individual matches are fine, but ultimately it matters. Where do the teams stand? And right now, Dignitas and Mouse are tied 1-1. It's the World Cup. It's the Olympics. It's time for the penalty kicks. Both players have sent out their first guys, and both players have scored. Who's going to be the first to break out? And this is Game 3. Bling versus Hope, Belshir Vestige, PVZ, familiar setting. We just saw a map on this game. What does Hope do differently to bring things back against Bling?
I'm not even sure. Just the way he's playing is not going to be Bling. He's kind of building a lot of stuff and realizing that's not what he wants and throwing away and trying to build a lot of new stuff. And it's like
he keeps going for transitions and Bling is on top of it.
Yeah, it's like let's say you're cooking burgers for everyone.
Okay.
And you burn your first 5 burgers.
Dang
sure,
it.
You've got 5 more and you can cook those.
Yeah.
But if there's 10 hungry people, half the people go hungry then, right? It's the same idea. It's like you can try to salvage it, but it's better if you don't
want to burn the burgers in the first place.
Exactly. So, if you're gonna do a whole lot of Hydras early, you better make use of them because what's happened in the last 2 games is he made all these Hydras early and they've actually done absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
He's realized that, and then
it's a very technical thing. It's like especially when Hydras are concerned.
Yeah, they're a tricky unit because they don't there's not a single Protoss unit that they're cost efficient against, except for maybe non-blink stalkers. They're kind of cost even against.
Yeah.
Or if they have Hydra speed against non-charged zealots with no sentries, you can kite them. But those 2 situations are never going to happen. So basically, the role of the Hydra is that Zerg can produce units very fast, right? Because they have all the hatcheries. So you can do a giant wave of Hydras and try to do some damage, take map control, deny a third, something like that. But unless you get that timing right, they're like a time unit. They're not actually a staple unit that's very solid.
So what do you I feel like in watching Hope, I feel like Nidus would work so well with the way he's playing. I mean, whenever you're going Hydras and you're trying to make them work and you're trying to fake out your opponent, I feel like it might be worth investing into that Nidus. It can be risky, but it costs a bit. It's going to delay a little bit transitions later on. but mobility is like so tough with Hydras, especially when you're trying to fake that you're denying a third. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think you pretty much really want to either go for that Nidus if you want to deny a third, or if you don't, you can do that muted transition.
Right.
But he's kind of gone in between because he's gone for muted transition, but he's also been doing, like, normally you get maybe like 8 Hydras with no upgrades on him. And then you get the mutas out a lot faster, you get a lot of mutas, but he's been going like 25 Hydras with range attack upgrades, with both Hydra speed and Hydra range. And then for committing that much, muted transition, like you saw last game, he was thinking about doing it, but it was so late, you never even got a chance to execute that. So the way he's playing it, where he's really, really committing to doing mass Hydras, I absolutely agree that a Nidus would be amazing for that.
And if we remember last game too, Bling had a great Zealot attack that killed the natural expansion of Hope, which again we can talk about as having a fairly significant impact on the early portion of that game. So I'm looking for Hope to make sure he's on top of scouting what's Bling's doing, so it doesn't happen again. And
he's already really mixing things up. I mean, the last 2 games you saw him go for that gasless third hatchery, which is very standard. This game, not only did he get Zergling speed fairly quickly, but he kept a drone on gas, so we could see him go straight up to lair as soon as he gets 100 gas for that. He's also getting a good number of speedlings, so he's kind of anticipating an attack on one of his hatcheries, like you said. He's getting ready to defend it from an attack and make sure he doesn't lose an early hatchery, but oh, he's gonna find us. Yes, that's super important. If this got up, it would be a nightmare.
That's a bold pylon placement there.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, the probe probably should have ran. So you canceled a pylon. But yeah, this is looking much better for him already. But he's still getting even more Zerglings. He's really getting a good set of them to make sure he's totally safe back at home. You know, we do see Bling do the same opening he did on Whirlwind in the last set, which is where he goes Gateway Expand. Gets his Stargate, doesn't even try to hide it. Oh, Sentry!
Force Field! Backing up, there's the Force Field. Great maneuver there from Bling.
Made me nervous for a second.
Scared me a bit.
Yeah, if those got in, that could have been game, because even if he, Photon Overcharges 1 Nexus, there's 2, right?
Zealot trying to get there.
Wait!
The Zealot was trying to get there, the Force Field. Hopefully Bling isn't lagging. There's another Force Field. Photon Overcharge deployed onto the Nexus. 2 Sentries gone. Zealot trying to hold that wall. Will a 3rd Sentry fall?
The Zerglings want to get in, but that...
There they go! He knows they're coming. And he gets taken out. Wow. Hope is going to be super happy with how that went.
Yeah, I mean, getting 3 Sentries and a Zealot there. I mean, technically, maybe... Yeah, he lost slightly more, but he also forced Photon Overcharge, and the Sentries are
trading minerals for gas.
Exactly.
Right? Like Bling has to remake those Sentries. It's.
But the purpose of the Sentries is twofold, right? The Sentries already serve 2 purposes. One, to threaten a pretty scary like Zealot Sentry timing, and your opponent has to get units to defend that, right?
Yep.
But then 2 is that you need him to defend your 3rd base. But what Bling did is he just took the 3rd anyway. So if Hope doesn't actually punish that, Bling's going to be totally happy. Because this 3rd is considering losing all the Sentries early, it's very difficult to defend against anything like a very aggressive attack. But if Hope doesn't punish him for that, then it just comes down to the fact that, yes, you killed some Sentries, but you lost so much for it. If you're not able to take advantage of the fact there aren't Sentries in the early game.
Sure. They'll just re-get that energy. And
exactly. It's as if it never happened, right? Oh, but here we go. The 3rd has been spotted by Zergling. Is Hope going to try to go for an attack? He's again getting that range upgrade.
Okay. Going for the range upgrade. There's the Hydra Den. So similar tactics.
And, Bling this time is going 3 Stargates. So he's really doing almost like a Alicia-style, very heavy Void Ray play. We've seen him, like on World when he went 2 Stargates, and then a 3rd later once he was taking like a 4th base.
Right.
This game, no Forge, no Twilight Council. So no ground upgrades, no Photon Cannons, no attack. And that's going to make an attack a little bit tricky without any cannons. Burrow could be a problem, though, Hope has never been showing that he's using that. So overall, I think it's actually going to work out pretty well for Bling, as Hope's just, again, going for the Hydralus.
Lots of Void Rays on the way from Bling. 4th base, not yet deployed here from Hope. What's the goal with these Hydras? Is it going to be a mega push? Is it going to be deny, delay? Is it going to be established 4th? Is it going to be a staple in his composition moving forward?
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure, because I don't see a mega push actually working at all. There's still I mean, this is late enough now. There's 3 sentries. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of gateways coming up, and you know, with Zealots in front, as the sentries hit the force field as well to trap the Hydra, Zealots are gonna tear them to pieces. So it looks like again it's one of those like fake Hydra and muted transition. But the Spire is very late for the muted transition. First of all, I mean he just is starting it right now, right? And he's investing in all these upgrades for the ground. So it's not clear where he wants to go. And against triple Stargate, I think he's gonna have a very hard time making that muted transition actually work.
Yeah, at this point, I'm not. I just don't. I don't know what to expect here. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
You know, Hope's very unpredictable
Yeah.
with what he's been doing compositionally.
Which is fine. I mean, let's just see if he can make it work this time.
Yeah.
I'm an optimist. Maybe he can.
So he is soon going to have all the Roach Hydra upgrades. And the question is, I haven't seen anybody yet make Roach Hydra look really great against Mass Void Rays. Maybe Hope can prove me wrong, though. Maybe you can find a way to make it work. It definitely can if you get Vipers, you can pull the Void Rays in. If you get Infestors, you can lock them down with Fungal. You can lock the Zealots down with Fungal, which is actually, the Zealots are the bigger threat than the Void Rays often in some of these engagements. If you get rid of them instantly, then the Hydras can deal with the Void Rays on their own. But without an Infestation Pit, you know, we're looking at the 13-minute mark now. Oh no, he's going Mutas. Oh no. Against triple Stargate, and what's even worse, the Spire might be spotted.
You know,
is he gonna, if he doesn't spot the Spire, it could work.
I think he's only making 9. He's working on +2 range, and he's making Hydras too.
Yeah, he can't really afford that many mutas because of all the, you know, he's kind of trying to do everything.
I think it's
right?
just 9, and then he's done. But that's like throwing away 900 minerals, 900 gas if they can't do any damage. So maybe try to distract with units somewhere, and then
get a lot of
bomb
probe
a
kills.
probe. You know you're gonna lose the mutas, so as fast as possible, kill as many probes as you can.
So here's a little attack here. Oh, he's going all the way to third. He's kind of committing here.
Yeah.
Force
Might be
fields.
overextending. Oh, he's gonna turn around and force your attack.
One
Target
Void
Void
Ray.
Rays.
He gets 2 Void Rays, but and getting a couple probes kills as well. But that's a lot of.
Okay, now the reason he did that is because of what's happening in the main very soon.
Going to happen very soon, anyways.
The mutas.
They're coming in now, and this could make it all worth it. Yes, that engagement was bad for Hope, but his mutas can do a lot of damage. But remember, the Spire was scouted. There's 5 Phoenixes, 6, 7 Phoenixes ready, and the mutas, in fact, just have to run away. So overall, Bling is very happy with the way things went. Yes, Hope has a small supply lead, but Bling's quality supply is so much more advanced. If you look at army values, for example, Bling is significantly ahead. And oh no, the mutas are getting cornered.
They're dead. They're gonna go try to kill some probes. They know they're dead. Like, all right, soldiers, we know we're gonna die. Let's take out some probes.
They juked the Phoenixes.
Oh, one does not simply juke a Phoenix.
But then they assumed they'd stop again. Yeah, they're just gonna try to get one probe. Yeah, got that one probe. Killed
and now Bling has to be a little bit confused.
Yep.
Because he thought his opponent was going mass mutas, and now he just realized that he let him kind of die. So but I think he should be able to deal with this mass.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's got charge a lot. He's got a good Void Ray count, and Phoenixes actually do help against Hydras and kill them very quickly. You come in from the back when you're distracted shooting Zealots, you pick up Hydras. With this mount, you probably pick up 3 at a time.
Oh no.
Oh, he's getting a lot of drone kills as well with these Phoenixes. Really getting value from these. I mean, they already almost paid for themselves with killing the mutas, and now he's getting so much more damage. He does have to be careful with this force though, because if the Zerg gets a great angle and he can't get good force fields off, he doesn't have any Colossi. He doesn't have like an insane number of Zealots. He's got close to 20, but he's going up against 51 Hydras. So he might need to recall here.
He can recall. Yeah, I have recall. Yep. Good replay. Oh!
Wow.
That was almost a disaster.
Yeah, that Monster Core died like a millisecond earlier.
Yeah.
That could have turned an entire game around and Hope would be in the lead.
Great target.
In fact, Hope might be able to get some. Oh, the Phoenixes!
Again, Bling loves doing that.
Yeah. A great counterattack here, so Hope is very committed.
Perfect.
Hope has got to get something done here. Can he do it?
Okay, Zealots charging forward. Force field's going down.
Storm
That's actually not going to be that efficient. Void Ray is trying to take the Hydras as well.
You know what? There's so many Hydras. This might work. There's no Storm. There's no Colossi quite yet. The Zealot count is actually very small.
And he lost a lot of Phoenixes, so those aren't going to be as useful. No Time Warp available because Mother Score died earlier. He's trying to buy time. That's his goal right now. He's wondering what to build here.
If he gets Storm out,
do you have any High Templars waiting?
Yeah, he's got a set of 4 here.
Oh, the Hydra's coming though! Looking for those High Templar! These seconds away from Storm finishing, but he's going to try to engage the Charge Lots coming forward. Void Rays engaging as well. Phoenix is trying to pick up what they can, but the Hydra's being quite cost efficient. A lot of Zealots being warped in. Storm is still about to finish. Who is this favoring right now?
It's favoring Bling. I mean, with his Zealot warp-ins, The pure Hydras kind of got torn to pieces there. Even without Storm, didn't really need it. There goes the Storm. Nicely done there. And remember, behind this, this is actually...
Oh my god, he just got 3 Void Rays right there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's actually getting scrappy enough. If Hope can find a way to down the 4th of Bling. I mean, the big thing, remember, the Zealot counterattack killed the 4th of Hope.
Yeah.
This one got ravaged earlier as well.
What is Jones at?
I mean, we look at the worker count. It's 60 drones to 72 probes. So the Protoss has better economy here, which is never what a Zerg wants.
Don't want to throw away units.
Yeah.
Don't want to throw away units. Hydra's trying to pick off what they can now. The charge lot's coming up, though.
Yeah, that's enough charge lots. Those Hydra's going to be diced to pieces there. But more come in. He's got to back up. Oh, here's another Warp and Zealots. That should be enough. He does have a Storm here as well.
Trying to kite away, but the Zealot's getting those money shots off. Those money sword slices. But
he's got to keep his Warpins. Bling he's got to get another Warp in his Zealots.
10 more Hydras on the way.
Oh, he's warping his Zealots right in front of the Hydras.
This is very dicey. This can still go either way. The Hydra's trying to kite back, trying to take out the Zealots. Phoenix is picking up what they can. Void Rays also trying to get some damage done. 1 taken out, 2 going to be taken down. 1 remaining.
These Hydras may want to back up because, yeah, against charge lots, you have to have a very large group of Hydras that focus them down quickly.
So Bling has a base on the left-hand side.
Yes, he has a 4th. I mean, Bling is way out mining.
Yeah.
Hope it pretty much has to... Okay, I like how he's switching here. If he can kill the 4th, then he can back up and think about his next move. But he doesn't even know about the 4th, I don't think. If you look at this, it's not in his vision. There's another little Zealot counterattack over here.
Transfuse.
Yeah, great transfuses there.
Look at those queens working. Okay. He's bringing the queens with him, but a lot of units.
4 Stargate being built. Or no, he lost 1 in his wall, I think, earlier. So I think that's only a 3rd Stargate.
Still Hydra's coming out. Yeah. Hope is going to try to make this push work.
There's so many Templar on the field now. There's 6 Templar. There's a lot of charge shots. If he can take out this base, back away, maybe add a lot of roaches or something to help kind of tank the storms and the charge lots, he might be okay. I think he might be good at this Nexus if he goes...
Bling caught off guard. There's no observer. He didn't have watchtower control, so he didn't know about this army. And now he's pretty vulnerable. But he's going to try to take advantage, warping in units from the left, bringing in units from the right. A decent concave coming in from 2 directions. And now the High Templar is coming forward. Look out for the storms. There are the storms onto the Hydras. Hydras trying to come up closer, trying to target down the Void Rays and the High Templar. But all these Hydras are going to melt away. And trading is always going to favor Bling right now. He has 4 bases. His mining is better. And Hope just lost all of his Hydras.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal. I mean... the one thing that went really well for Hope there is that he caught Bling off guard, so Bling had to kind of get there as fast as possible. And the Templar weren't in the battle for quite a long time. And so he actually did okay there. But it still isn't enough. There's so many Warpins available for Bling. And compositionally, I mean, it's Charge Lot versus Hydra. That's always going to favor the Charge Lots, at least until the numbers get insanely high, but at which point there's going to be Storms in the picture as well. Now Hope trying to add in a few Roaches, and that could be a saving grace. If he can find a way to power on his 4th base, Bling might starve out. Remember, we're at a point in the game now when the main is pretty much gone. The natural is very, well, it's actually still decent out there. So he definitely needs the 4th base, but even then, Bling will still be, at least still in the game.
So the 4th base is still getting up from Hope. He doesn't want to engage with these Hydras, and now he's trying to make a decision. Where does he go from here? He's mixing in roaches, but again, that additional tech, the lack of it is worrying me a little bit. And I don't know if he even has time to really...
At this point, I think just wants to wait to get a bunch of roaches to supplement the front line and try to keep finding a way to get a good engagement. Now, against this army, there's a lot of Archons in it. The roaches are actually really good against this type of composition. I mean, obviously, you need something to kill the Void Rays, but if he gets enough roaches in the front, he could do okay, but there's only a smattering of roaches here and there. He doesn't really have the economy
Oh, High Templar!
Oh! He backed away, didn't realize High Templar were caught off guard there, but wait, they didn't catch him off guard here!
No, he's just going to storm the Hydras, maybe. Yep.
Okay, that wasn't bad for Hope, though.
Cheeky High Templar there.
Yeah, very, very cheeky High Templar. Meanwhile, we do have another Zealot counterattack in the main. The lair is going down. Great use of Warp Prisms by Bling. He's just all over this map. And I mean, and Hope's going to come back here to defend that, but Bling's fine waiting. I mean, he's got 4 base economy. Every little time that goes by, his Templar get more energy, he gets more Warpins. He's utilizing that 4th base. It's really running very smoothly. And I mean, the Warp Prism still hasn't been dealt with, so it can pop back in here, and I mean, there's not too much more to kill, I guess. Spawning pool. We can go to natural, though, which is where a lot of the more important buildings. 3 mutas being built.
Interesting number there.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have the gas, but he muta switch, right? So it's kind of weird that he's trying to do it. Oh, you know what? If he's at like 3, if he maybe he's thinking of just putting him like back here or something.
Yeah, just to annoy the middle lines, just to distract his opponent for a little bit. But this...
He does need to find... I think he needs to really focus on Roach production, though, because Roaches only cost 25 gas, so it's a great way to use his minerals.
Yeah.
And against an army that has Storm and Mass Charge lots, and, like,
This,
Roaches are superior to Hydras against all these units.
This army from Bling is starting to look like that Death Ball from the most recent Carbot Animations episode.
It could absolutely... You need a Fungal and an Ultra just to deal with that, perhaps. Hope has neither of those.
No, he doesn't.
Void Rays on the high ground or on the low ground, excuse me, melting those high grounds. Look at that hatchery go down to the Void Rays. Storm's been used to keep the Zerg at bay in the meantime.
Nice zoning.
Yeah, great use of there. Oh, the motion core is going to go down.
He's kind of trapped.
He's trapped.
A lot of units coming forward. I mean...
Oh, this is decent positioning from Hope here.
Backing away from the Storms, decent position. Yeah, as you said, great positioning there for Hope. Coming to the right-hand side as well. And just like that, Bling is going to lose the rest of his units here.
That was a great win for Hope.
He did lose that 4th base on the right-hand side. Bling's 4th base on the left is still alive.
Yes. Hope needs to go right now and get critical damage because Bling is trying to add carriers in, I think, just for fun.
Okay,
no, he canceled it. I think he was trying to do it for fun, then he realized he wasn't.
Yeah,
he might actually not dominate this map.
I don't think I've won yet.
Yeah. It was like once he won.
Let's just make sure.
Yeah. But he has enough Phoenixes. I think he can just clear up these. Actually, there's more Hydras coming in. Oh no, with that amount of Zealot warping. Yes, look at those Phoenixes picking off Hydras very quickly. More and more Zealots coming in here. And this is a very tough spot for Hope. The 4 basic economy from Bling are really kicking into high gear.
High Templar don't even have Storm. They're still going to lead the charge.
Yep, they're brave Templar.
And now they're like, wait, never mind, we don't have Storm.
Waiting for another warp into Zealots. There is Bling, of course. Hope is remaking a 4th base, and he's got a 5th coming up as well. He's going to stop this 5th base from Bling. And that's gonna... Oh, DT warp in.
No Overseer.
Yeah, he could have killed the pylon. That was a curious choice not to focus that pylon down when there was a warp in.
He saw the invisible shimmers and he just wasn't sure.
Yeah.
He had a feeling.
I mean, either way, Bling is in a dominant position here. Hope is decided now's the time to tech up to Lair. Of course, his earlier lair, remember, was killed by that Zealot warp in.
Yeah.
Oh, these poor Spore Crawlers.
So, we're in a situation where
watch it blow up.
It might be looking hopeless for Hope. No, there's a little pun intended, I'll be honest there. But it's like options for him. There's not many options. Like, Bling is pretty far ahead.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, mutas aren't going to work against this Phoenix count.
Like, this is the stage where you want, like, really cost-efficient units.
Like
maybe Swarmhosts, maybe Infestors or Broodlords or something.
It's too late, though.
Yeah, it's too late. He's been stuck on Roach Hydra the entire game. He lost his lair earlier, only on 45 drones. He's been losing hatcheries left and right. And this is due to Bling just playing a phenomenal game.
Oh, the Overlords have been found. The good news for Hope is that he doesn't really need those Overlords.
Yeah.
I guess that's also bad news because it means his supply is very low.
Sure.
3 Roaches being sent out. 3 Roaches are not going to beat 5 Zealots. Oh, he's going to sneak around. He's going to try to disrupt mining. It's a cool move. I mean, it's moves like these that can help. The question is it too little, too late at this point? And the fact that Phoenixes are actually just going to...
Roaches are like, we just wanted to hang out, man.
Yeah.
We don't want to... The Zerg are dying. We want to convert to your side.
I mean, he's going to get a couple of Zealot kills here. This is always nice. Bling has just been extra safe. Now Bling realizes, oh, the army's here. It's going to take out his only mining base. And this army has a lot of Storms with it. And there's Phoenix's support as well. It doesn't look that huge, but remember, he can warp in like 15 units at a time at this point. And of course, the Void Rays, the Archons, the Templar are all very efficient units, and the Phoenixes are very good at supplementing against.
All right, here we go. The final push here from Hope. Roaches, Hydra's coming forward. Drones mixed in as well. 2 Overseers overhead to look for those DTs. Storms going down, and so many drones going to fall here. All these Hydras going to get crushed, and Bling just going to push on in to this army and take the victor.
He's being extra safe. By extra safe, I mean kind of just throwing a couple units away, but it doesn't really matter.
Yep. Bling's going to take it. There's the GG. And Bling. Okay, so these guys have played twice. See, now I'm trying to keep them in my head. That was game 2.
Can they hear us?
Test.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait. I can hear you.
Hi.
I can't hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay. We're good then.
Anyway, so Bling Hope. That was game 2 of their. That was game 1 of their second match.
Exactly.
So Bling is currently up 1-0. He's 1 win away from getting Dignitas up 2-1 in this team series in the semifinal match of the ESL Euro Series semifinals. Guys, stay tuned. More StarCraft 2 coming up after a quick break. What happened? It was still pretty low when it came back.